Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a big channel life update. I'm going to cut to the point here really quickly in the first part of this video. If you want to watch the entire video, I really appreciate it, but I'm going to talk right away about what this video is about. I'm going to try to go full-time with YouTube / 3D printer design. And to do that, I need to bump up my Patreon and YouTube membership amount. So essentially what I'm going to be doing starting next week is I'm going to be doing a dedicated 2 live streams a week for my Patreon supporters and for my YouTube memberships. So you're going to basically get more out of Patreon and YouTube memberships. In all transparency, I essentially need about 500 more Patreon members at the $6 a tier for me to be able to live off of doing this job full time. I know that's going to take a little bit to ramp up, so I'm willing to put the effort in now and see if the community responds to that and there's more value in my Patreon and YouTube membership, so I gain more of you on my Patreon side and that type of thing. YouTube doesn't pay me enough to do this. I know I won't be able to go full-time just relying on YouTube or sponsorships. I do have to leverage Patreon. But I figured, you know what? I'm laid off right now. I don't have a job. I've got time to devote to this channel and to designing printers. Let's see where it goes, right? I'm still going to apply at jobs that I like. I'm going to give that a try still, but I'm not really having much luck. I'm getting a bit disappointed in just the job market right now in general. And I'll explain a little bit more of that later on in the video. If you want to watch this video to the end, that's much appreciated. But essentially what I'm trying to do is I'm going to be much more active on Patreon. Like I said, guaranteed 2 live streams for Patreon and for YouTube members every single week. And this will be live streams like we're going to install the door on this printer. We're going to be in Fusion 360 designing a brand new printer. We're going to be assembling a printer from scratch, all that kind of stuff. And be rest assured, I'm not going to get rid of my free live streams or hide any YouTube videos behind a paywall that's for normal videos. This is just going to be extra content for people who want to support me and want to interact with me more, or want to see what secret projects I'm working on behind the scenes. I have 3 or 4 printers, really cool printers that I'm designing. This is actually a big amount of parts that just came from AliExpress for a printer that I'm designing on Patreon right now with my tutorial series. But I just want to give back to the community for supporting me, right? So I know I need more Patreons. I'm going to be transparent with that. Essentially between Patreon, YouTube, sponsorships, and affiliate links, I need to make about 5,000 Canadian a month for me to actually do this as a living. Luckily, my wife does work very hard at a full-time job, so I can be comfortable at that $60,000 a year salary. This will be enough for me to pay my mortgage, put food on the table, have benefits, dental benefits, all that kind of stuff for my children, and be able to put some money away from retirement and also fund projects like this. I also want to do giveaways for you guys. I really want to do normal live stream, free live streams, and I want to give away printers. I want to give away parts and stuff like that. But right now I'm just not in the position to be able to give away this printer because I might need the parts from it, right? So I plan on doing a Delta Flyer build with all of you on live stream, but I need to either buy the parts for that new build or I got to completely take this apart. And I really don't like, disassembling all of this, essentially throwing away all the frame and stuff like that. I'd rather give it to one of you. I'd rather give back to the community and give away my prototypes, but just unfortunately right now I just don't have the funds to be able to give away parts that I might need for future builds. So if you would like to support me on a regular basis, you can check out my Patreon link down below, or you can be a YouTube member. Both will get you the same rewards. And like I say, to start, we're going to do dedicated 2 live streams during the week, every single week. And I'm going to have a poll on Patreon and a poll on YouTube for what 2 days you would like. Might be a Tuesday, Thursday stream or a Wednesday, Friday stream. I'm going to give that option to you guys. And then what time would you like me to start my stream? So that's the first half of this video. I want to be very transparent with all of you on what I need to make this work. I'm going to give it a try. We'll take it slow. And I'm going to be much more active starting next week on Discord. There's going to be more regular videos on YouTube, and I'm going to be streaming a lot more with you guys. So that's that side of things. For backstory, for anyone who wants to stay to the rest of the video, I am in IT, so I have been in IT for over 16 years now. I'm right out of school. I got my computer network administration certificate in 2007, and I've been doing IT ever since. I have always been in a company and been promoted within, and then generally what happens with me is I get laid off. This has happened twice to me. I was at a company long enough where I was making too much money and I got laid off. The job market right now and company loyalty right now is just really terrible. There's not very many companies that I found that want to put the effort into employees, want to support employees, and work with them, is what I'm finding right now. And I'm kind of just getting frustrated with the whole job market. I would much prefer like to be my own boss and do my own thing and, contribute in some way, right? Contribute to the 3D printer community, contribute to other things. Maybe down the road we could do some live streams and donate to charities and things like that. That's what matters to me. I'd rather not work for a giant corporation that's just making a whole bunch of money off of me and doesn't care about me and just wants to lay me off or get rid of me. So recently I have been an IT manager for basically the last 3 years. I was a very good IT manager, and as it turns out, the company had to let go a bunch of employees, and I was one of the people to let go, being middle management and making a decent salary. They decided to let me go. So I've been laid off since the end of January, so I don't know, 6 months or something like that. I am very grateful that I'm not in a huge rush. Like, I'm not strapped for cash or anything like that. I'm really being careful with my money, and I do have severance that I am using, and my current Patreon and YouTube and stuff like that is greatly helping me. So I really do appreciate everyone who is supporting me currently right now. It's helping me extend this time off and hopefully try out this full-time thing and kind of go a bit more serious on the design and YouTube and community aspect of this. So that's kind of a quick backstory, kind of a pretty big announcement for me. Like I say, I know YouTube, there's no way YouTube pays me enough money. I make $100 a month off of YouTube ads. Like, it's just not enough. But I think potentially I could do this with the help of Patreon and with the help of all of you, if you would want to support me, and I want to give all of you a reason to do that. So like I say, look out for the poll on my live stream times. Like I say, two streams a week. That should be very easy for me. I'm not going to get burnt out with that. Live streams are very fun, and I really enjoy chatting with all of you. And you can learn more about the builds versus Discord, right? You can learn more about what I'm doing. Like, let's install the front door. How does this work? You know, how do the side corners go together? What bolts am I using? What extruder is this? Like, there can be a much better back and forth versus just a static video. So I think live streams are our best way to do that. But if you have other suggestions you would like to see on Patreon or on YouTube membership, let me know down in the description or in the comments, and I'll work with you guys on what you would like to see. Definitely remember, I have a Fusion tutorial series where we are building a pretty awesome printer. I think we're on like episode 7 or 8 or something like that. It's going very, very well, and we're going to start actually assembling that pretty soon too. So that's all going to be on Patreon live streams and things like that. So again, thank you so much everyone for supporting me, and I'm going to give this a real good try, and we'll see where it goes. So stay tuned, check out the poll on the days for potential live streams, and I'll catch you all next time.